Welcome to Khali Yoga Center Online. My name is Ian. I'm one of our teachers here at Khali Yoga, and I'm working with Chauncey, another one of our teachers here at Khali Yoga, and we are breaking down the pose of dancer today. So dancer's pose. In Sanskrit, that's Natarajasana, and we're going to talk about the form, the alignment, the action of the pose, ways to get creative in it and correct for common misalignments, and let's get started. Chauncey, take dancer's pose, and we'll talk about the general form here, getting into it. Chauncey standing on one leg, holding the opposite foot, and reaching forward with his hand in his chest. Then more specifically, down here at the foundation, alignment-wise, Chauncey's standing foot is straight forward on 12 o'clock. His standing leg is slightly bent with engagement in the leg muscles. Then his hips and his chest are squaring forward, and there's an uplift, both from the back foot and from the center of the chest. The right hand reaches out. And then the actions that he's working here in the pose, pressing into the ball mound of the big toe, the outer blade of the right foot, and the center of his heel. Strong foundation to pull up into the leg. Quad muscles real strong here. And as you can see, Chauncey's holding the instep of his back foot and kicking into the hand there to lift up. From that lifting, he's rolling the left hip down to square the pelvis. Then up in his chest, the upper arm bones are hugging in. So the left shoulder is pulling forward, the right shoulder is pulling back, and from there the chest lifts up. Now let's cover some of the ways that dancers' pose can be misaligned and how we work with those misalignments to bring true north into the shape. So the first way is really the grip of the back foot is one of the common things I see most often. So often people will turn the back arm in to get a hold of the foot. And I don't know if y'all could just hear that, but we just had like a bunch of popping things happening here when Chauncey turned the arm in like that. But what that does is it kind of turns the shoulder in and makes it harder to get a hold of the foot here. So to correct for that, Chauncey's just going to turn the arm the opposite way. So the eye of the elbow is turning open to the side, and that naturally creates an expansion across the chest. So now as he kicks into the back foot, he can square the chest forward, which is really the next most common misalignment I see, which is that the back shoulder and the back hip will kind of peel open. You can see the whole shape kind of goes a little wonky when that happens. So Chauncey's going to roll the left hip down, kick into the left hand with the foot, and then pull the left shoulder forward. Now the last misalignment we see often is instead of the chest and the gaze lifting up, often folks look down at the ground and that naturally dips the upper body forward. So Chauncey's going to lift his gaze up, drishti forward and up, and that naturally lifts the chest up and creates a more powerful forward-reaching energy through the front hand and the chest. Now, here's some ways that you can work the shape of dancer's pose to your unique body, depending on what kind of mobility you're working with. So one thing is often the shoulder mobility doesn't make it possible for people to peel the arm open all the way like that. So one way we work with this is Chauncey can still hold on to the back foot, but he's going to hold on to the outer edge of the back foot. And then as he kicks into the hand with the foot, he can still take the shape of the pose, but it's creating a little bit less strain on the back shoulder. Now, another way we can work with this is a bit less of a deep back bend. So for this, Chauncey can bring his knees together like this, still holding onto the back foot and creating some press into the hand with the foot, but less of a deep back bend depending on the mobility of the spine here. You can still work dancer's pose this way. And then the last thing, as you come into a deeper back bend, for some folks it can help to take a deeper bend in the bottom knee, the standing leg, to create a little bit less strain on the leg here. All right, good work, Chauncey. Thank you. And thanks for joining us here at Khali Yoga Center, exploring Dancer's Pose today. Check out some of our other videos, and we will see you on the mat.